Good morning and thanks for joining us for KBUI 2 News Midday. I'm Rick Douglas. Now to your top 11 stories at 11. In about 45 minutes, Boise Mayor Dave Beater will hold a joint news conference with Basque President Inigo Urkullu. The two will talk about building on the relationship between Boise and Basque Country in northwestern Spain. Urkullu arrived at the Boise airport last night, where he was greeted by city officials, musicians playing traditional music, and a sizable crowd, all to kick off the every 5 years Hayaldi.
A word Hayaldi is Basque, and it means festival or large festival or party.
The party started in 1987 when the Basque community put on the first Hayaldi at the old state pen. It was so big that organizers had to move it to the fairgrounds, and after 1990 they decided it would only be held every 5 years. Boise has a large Basque population, but the highest concentration of Basques in the country is in California. Hayaldi 2015 continues today with live music and strolling musicians tonight from 5 to 11 in downtown Boise. Also tonight, the documentary Song of the Basques will premiere at the Egyptian Theater. That's at 5:30 p.m. You can see the full Hayaldi schedule on our website, kbui2.com. In Florida, people this morning are praying for a miracle. 2 teenage sailors have been missing since Friday. Authorities say they pulled out of the inland waterway near Jupiter in their 19-foot fishing boat. The boat was later found capsized about 200 miles away, but there's no contact from the boys. The Coast Guard says with each passing hour, the outlook is more dire. A Caldwell Schools trustee has been put on notice. You have 5 days to resign or face a recall. That ultimatum to board member Amy Rojas comes from Canyon County elections officials who received a petition with enough signatures to force the recall. We reached out to Rojas, but she declined to comment. Another recall petition is also being circulated against the board's chairman.
People that are happy with what we do, they don't come down to the school board meeting and demand to tell the board how happy they are. It's generally people that are unhappy.
The recall organizer tells KBUI 2 News he's upset over the firing of the school superintendent. He called it a waste of $300,000 of taxpayer money. In Northern California this morning, the rag fire has flared up again and is prompting mandatory evacuations. High winds fanned flames at the fire's southern end, and that caused it to jump a primary fire line. It now stands at 150 acres. An evacuation center has opened in nearby Vacaville. Patriots quarterback Tom Brady this morning released a statement on his Facebook page saying that he's disappointed by the NFL's decision to uphold his 4-game suspension. Brady says he's done nothing wrong, but NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell says an investigation showed Brady destroyed his cell phone in order to cover up messages concerning the Deflategate scandal. The NFL Players Association will reportedly file an appeal on Brady's behalf later today. 24-year-old Casey Dick was sentenced Monday to 11.5 years in prison. The McMinnville, Oregon man was arrested back in February for having an inappropriate relationship with an underage girl last spring. He will serve at least 1.5 years before he's eligible for parole. Some road signs in Boise spell Park Center as one word, others as 2 words. Oddly, in 2 locations at Park Center Boulevard in Apple and Park Center Boulevard in River Run, the street signs have Park Center as 2 words. Everywhere else, it's 1 word, which begs the question, which is it?
So is this an oops moment?
Yes. But the sign is from 1996, so it's an older sign. And we are replacing that sign as we speak. It should be replaced probably by the end of the week.
Originally, the signs were manufactured and installed by the Ada County Highway District. They say it was a mistake that went unnoticed until we pointed it out. Caldwell's looking at a downtown plaza to jumpstart its image. The plaza would include a splash pad for summer, a skating rink for winter, and host family-friendly events. The plaza project would cost $6 million, paid for by a mix of private donations and taxpayer money. Caldwell City Council has yet to sign off on the plan. In Portland, protesters against Arctic drilling rappelled from the St. John's Bridge to set up an aerial blockade of an icebreaker in port for repairs. A spokesperson for Greenpeace says the goal is a human barricade so the ship cannot get through. Police were making sure that drivers didn't join the protest from the bridge deck above. The ship had been set to depart at dawn, but Shell rescheduled it for later this morning. A big cat mystery in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. It's been more than a week since police first started to receive reports of a lion-like animal roaming the streets of Brew City. Now, people are on edge and the mystery has gone viral. Milwaukee police think the big cat was someone's pet and somehow got loose or simply was abandoned.